They have some similar T-shirts, but actually say that's not e-girl, so. You might have to wear some.
No, you can just give me a striped T-shirt with just a design on it.
Oh shit.
They don't have the striped T-shirts. I was looking for that yesterday, but they don't have it. Striped T-shirts, like, you know, you said e-girl? No, they don't have it.
But then I'm going to a striped T-shirt.
But I couldn't find any striped T-shirts. Okay? So you have to look for some. You have to find something. Find something else. The striped T-shirts is easy, but when it comes to looking for it, it's not easy.
You don't have your cord. I'm going to show you.
What's the noise?
Because I don't have nothing. Alright, and this one right here is not mine. I'm telling you. Okay, that's not mine.
Oh, then there's somebody in the bus be here.
That's not mine. Right. Right. First of all, that's not mine. I had mine plugged in there yesterday before I left. Where is it? Then where's my cord? Okay, so who unplugged this? The only person that was in here was you.
Yeah,
and that's mine. That's it. I think that's mine right there.
That cord was never in that box.
Right, because I took the cord out because I had it in here. But then, so my thing is, don't touch my shit. Damn, and then so now where's my cord? Because I had a cord in there last night. Where is that?
No, I saw it. I didn't know what's this, and then that, and then that box.
So did you take this?
Actually, my cord from here? Oh no. Okay, then where's the cord? Actually, you are using the box right now, right? I understand. You have my box with you, right? I have your box right now.
Nah, I'm not. I'm upset because people move my shit. There nobody asked for it or nothing. What's up, Tom? My bad. I had to run some shit real quick. Give me a hug.
All right, much appreciated, Coach. As we welcome all
Girl, you better give me a hug. Better come in and give me a hug. Oh, you finna get major attitude. You better come give me a hug.
Here it is. It's
give me a hug.
Other in sport as
and some
both
sugar.
teams made their way out of the
Come on.
These folks are
I ain't playing with you.
Well,
it's too late now.
To do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as
I'm not
we're
crying.
underway here here in Week 13. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up.
What's up, Tone? I ain't talked to you in a hot minute, man. Where you been? What you been hiding? Where you been hiding?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it
That's
than
mine.
to establish the running game early.
Everything I have, everything that I have is mine.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
But then just take it out and put it in.
Looking to throw. And that's complete to Croft. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep rights, and this is caught. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
After the big play, a chance to finish now. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple
Let me see if Tone gonna play like Tone.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaking
good, he hurt.
Play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So what you gonna do?
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Figured it was going to go to that side.
Washington. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Browns.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Williams. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's complete to Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
I shouldn't have did it.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A lane opens
That's
up
all he
that time
doing.
as he'll be brought down just
Real,
short of
it's
the
like
first
all he
after a
doing.
gain
What's
of
up?
about 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Trey, alert, 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 alert! Showing up. Greystone, travel. Jam. My God.
On second down, Washington. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They run with Washington, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Again.
In the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Come on,
Johnson, the intended target. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because that just didn't happen. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
Damn, what happened?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on his
All right,
as the
man.
head coach?
This motherfucker's rushing like
Going
crazy.
into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to
Come on,
the
y'all.
defense have to hold
But he
it.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game.
Same play.
Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
180. Run.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On second down now, it's Washington. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, McFarland. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 4th down, they'll try to
Damn, I shouldn't have picked that
they'll
fucking
take
play.
it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at...
We need to do some different shit.
The 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Complete here. It's high. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's an ill-advised throw.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go.
Oh,
for the
you
end
mother...
zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. Trying to lay one up deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
All right, let's go, let's go.
That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coach has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Taking my time to judge you. No.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
King.
Now Washington. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, McFarland. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Mike, 57. Too low,
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man Hilton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Running it, Washington. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
What? Disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
Field goal. Yeah, that's what I thought.
On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, this from 37.
No. You're gonna play some D's,
and that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's
what the hell wrong with you? What?
We will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Hyde. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Browns on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They don't go buy them dinner, but after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and score a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, McFarland. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57's the mic. 57.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And Woods has it complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Mayfield. He's got it to Hilton. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Washington. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Big stop, team. Big stop. Let's go. Pistol. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, tight down.
Now Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Come on, man. How many changes you gonna make?
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gonna throw deep for the end zone.
Oh man, I messed this up again. I cannot admit, I believe I messed this up again. Oh my gosh. I could have had this game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge.
I could have had this damn game, man.
An interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
All right.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really
drops
wants to
it.
be involved and help their team. And that first drive
Oh my gosh.
Because they know if this team takes it
Get
downfield,
the
and
hell
scores a
out of
touchdown,
here.
It's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about
Get
the
the
32.
hell out of here.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. They're really not.
Under pressure here, and down he goes.
It ain't a sack, is it?
Sack back at
Fuck.
about the 43-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, and it's intercepted.
It's a penalty. Roughing the passer.
By Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option. And
I keep fucking this game. I could have been at this game.
The play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's fucking up shit.
What can Mayfield do here in the OT? Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that,
Well, I
that
almost
means
had
they've
that
had
safety.
to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And
Good
that
job.
is incomplete.
Good job.
The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major League kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Come on, where's the clutch play at?
Contact brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Cleveland, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.